about to find out.
5.
We're about to find out, Chris, because we're live. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the channel. My name is Bob. I'll be your Dungeon Master for tonight. We've got the Keep on the Borderlands crew back here. How's it going, everybody?
Hanging in.
Fantastic.
Doing all right.
Hanging in.
Oh, you know.
Well, you as players, not your characters, because we know your characters are screwed.
Well, not all of them.
Same responsibility.
So it's Thursday. We are back here on the channel with our old school meets new school game, the converted to 5e edition, Keep on the Borderlands. And I'm excited to get back because we left off on a cliffhanger, didn't we? Last time.
Just a bit.
We're gonna go right into the game today. So let's get the characters introduced. Let's start. We have a little bit of a new layout here, as you might see. Little new layout with Fritz taking a pause here. So we have our beautiful faces even bigger. Isn't that nice? Now you get to see Hieronymus in 4K.
Almost life size.
Yeah. You like this, Chris? You like the new layout?
Yeah, I'm digging it. It's good.
Tell us about Hieronymus.
Well, Hieronymus, well, first of all, friends, I'm a bit under the weather here, so just so you know, I was actually in bed. I'm not feeling well, and I forgot we were playing tonight. Then I got the text message. Hey, so I'm like, so I ran, and I feel better now.
This is going to be your best episode yet, and you've had some good
see.
ones.
Ooh, Hieronymus. Well, Hieronymus is like, what is he gonna do? Because as we all know, he has no skills other than being smart, and so he's gonna rely on Jeff to handle all the face stuff on how we're gonna try to get our friends out, and I'm just gonna kind of roll those investigation checks because that's all I can do.
Good. Someone needs to.
Why don't we jump over to Jeff then? Jeff, tell us who you're playing. Who's going to be handling all the decisions?
As I have for the past year, I am playing the role of Scory, son of Skeggy, the fighter with a dash of bard, a dwarf's dwarf, and he's seriously rethinking his recent association with humans at this point. But we'll have to see what we can do to get our friends out of trouble. So I'm eager but dubious tonight. Those would be my 2 words for the night.
Speaking of dubious, we're going to go to everyone's favorite hammer murderer, Barrack Helios.
Oh, howdy, everybody.
Alleged hammer murderer.
Alleged. Yes, alleged.
I don't know. Medusa might say otherwise on the alleged part, but I appreciate it.
Guilty.
Howdy, everybody. It's me, Nate, and I'll be playing Barrack, for the last time tonight. So I'm looking forward to sharing our final moments in the keep together. We'll see what happens. I'm very excited to see how this plays out. Nervous, but excited.
So when I think of Barrack's face, like right now, I imagine Ned Stark from Game of Thrones in the final moments after he confessed and then realized he was undone.
Yes. Yeah, he's really got that totally beaten down.
Yeah.
Just accepting the fate.
There. Yeah. When he's like,
yeah. That's a great comparison.
There it is.
Honored to be put in Ned Stark category. Yeah, well, I'm excited.
Excited. And you know who else is excited? Your cellmate. Tim?
Absolutely giddy. Absolutely giddy. Can't wait to be here. I'm excited. And both in game and in real life, I've completely lost control of my life. So please excuse me if you see me eating dinner in the background. But I'll be playing Eric Lavernus, the human cleric, trickery domain cleric, who has also allegedly murdered people. Allegedly. So excited to, I'm more chipper than I would say Barrack is, but, still in jail. So what are you going to do?
What can you do? And I'll tell you who can do stuff, especially when it's stealth around the party, when you're first being introduced as a new character. That is Karg. John, who's Karg?
Hey everyone, I'm playing Karg, the stout halfling barbarian, and I don't know. Karg is definitely not sure about his his new acquaintances. I feel like even that might be a strong word. Partial captors. We're not sure, but he's hoping he's not going to have to testify to their character, because the first thing he saw them do was have a female character bound and gagged, and then they murdered that person. So maybe
I don't think you believe you're captured, though, do you?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I tried to convince myself convince them to take me along. So.
Yeah. Well, you know what? They are capable, and you probably saw that this was an evil creature before Barrick bashed her head in. So
now they have been arrested, and now I don't know if I'm in trouble, and acquaintances and guilty by association.
Yeah. So let's talk about what happened last time. Oh boy, we have a lot to break down here. I'm going to do this as quickly and efficiently, I think, as possible. But we need music for that. So here we go.
You're going to break into song?
Wouldn't that be a way to...
was a man named Barrick.
We need to do a musical episode of Keep on the Borderlands.
Oh, you didn't realize? You didn't read the email?
Oh, shit.
Oh.
We got Lin-Manuel to come right for us.
Jeff, you're our baritone. Come on. We need you. All right, so... last time on Keep on the Borderlands, the party finally got to discuss things with the Medusa. The Medusa had mentioned that she herself was a captive, right? She was chained to that altar and kind of forced to be there. She was taken from her home from a human, someone like you all from the Keep. She had actually, her name was Sania, and she had lived her whole last, 4 or 5 decades peacefully here in the Whispering Woods until about 2 months ago, when someone came and removed her from the house. She described the assailant to be someone similar to that of Xander, the priest who you've met and you've traveled with. However, she wasn't super descript either, but it seems to match his appearance. After Barrick got frustrated with the lack of help from the Medusa, the taunting from the Medusa, and the hopelessness of losing Sasori for good, he killed her by bashing her head in. And once he did that, you could see this descent into darkness, and Barrick has kind of lost that light that he had at the beginning of the campaign. And so you went on to the Keep back home to figure things out. And yes, you were escorted promptly to the gates of the Inner Bailey, where Earl Butts, the Castellan herself, Alexandria Ferrick, Xander, his 2 acolytes, Hubert and Bogren, as well as over a dozen armed guards were waiting for you. Waiting to arrest Tim, Eric Lavernus, and Nate Barrick Helios for the alleged murder of Father Beligrim. I will say, when you were in Father Beligrim's church a few episodes ago, now this is like 3 or 4 episodes ago, Barrick did some things that probably would make himself look, at the very least, look a bit guilty. And I think one of the acolytes at the Chai Chapel noticed that. That was probably the only real, I think, encounter you had with the law. Butts questioned you as he noticed how anxious you seemed. And so I think, Nate, we were talking about this earlier in real life. How sure are you that you didn't kill Father Beligrim?
90. I'm 90% sure. That crystal vision really threw him for a loop. He's not sure. what was real and what wasn't. I think that played into this descent recently too.
Now, when we had that experience, do we have any reason to believe that we physically left our apartment? Because it didn't seem like, to me as a player, it didn't seem to me at the time that when we woke up we had any reason to believe that we'd been anywhere in our own world.
No. In fact, I think what was really more telling was Hieronymus, who saved the check, went to Father Bleegram. And that's how Father Bleegram even got involved. So, no, I don't think as a character you would believe that you left your apartment.
What did Bleegram do? I'm sorry, I'm interrupting your recap.
No, that was it.
Okay.
That was it.
What did Bleegram do after you spoke to him, Chris? You came back to us. Did he come back with you?
After everyone was enthralled.
Yeah. How did
he left? He took the crystal and he left.
That was the last we saw of him.
And that's the last week. So he came to our apartment, saved us, took the crystal, and left.
Yeah.
And then we went back to sleep because what do you do? It's nighttime.
Yeah, I think, and I laid awake, and Eric, Tim's character, had a couple times where he left during the rest of the night. So, yeah.
And so there we
and
are.
then when we woke up, Bleegram was dead.
Yeah.
Yep. And so there we are. We are in it's the same area as the gallows. Gallows are not set up for execution or anything like that. But the rain is falling heavily. This was a pretty dark and stormy kind of day. It's gotten worse and worse as you approached the keep. And now rain might be even going to hit its heaviest point. So the guards are going to come to you too at the order of the Castellan and shackle you. What is the rest of the... Well, do you accept that? Do you want to allow this to happen?
I'm not willing to fight about it.
Yeah. Eric's going to be...
Begrudgingly. I'm not going to, slug a guard for it.
We're hopelessly outnumbered, I assume.
Yeah, what are the other options?
I don't even think Eric looks up. He kind of lets him move his arms and his hands into the shackles, aimlessly.
All right, you get shackled, the two of you, and escorted by guards towards the inner bailey gate. The three of you are left behind, watching your friends be escorted off. And Mohag will come up to Karg, and I think the last thing he had said to you was, "I promise you, we're the good guys."
All right, whatever you say.
Wait, did your voice change?
I haven't. Yes, I haven't used it in a little while.
We're pinning it down still. Gotcha. Okay.
I'm scared. That was my scared voice.
Did they give any explanation from last time? I don't recall.
No.
When they,
No.
The Castellan. Hieronymus is gonna say, "What is this?"
Obviously, there's quite a few people out here, and commoners as well are looking on from inside their homes, inside of shops, and the Grease Goat, which is off in the distance. Most of the patrons are kind of standing out under the awning, watching what's going on as the rain really keeps everybody off the street. But no one responds. The Castellan turns her cape and marches with the guards back into the inner bailey. Butts looks at you a bit hesitantly, right? He looks to the three of you who are still standing outside, and he'll kind of remain. Xander, as well, will head into the inner bailey with his acolytes, and most of the guards will stay in their stations right inside the inner bailey and up top that rampart. So, but there's a few more guards in the street, and you've noticed this, that guard kind of escalation. There's been more guards on patrol within the keep since the attack with the creatures that came with the Chaos Aurora. So there have been more and more guard presence, and all those new hires are being put to work. All right. So your cries fall onto the crowd, and then Butts looks at you all, and he kind of stares at you, and he kind of walks up. He'll probably be the first to engage. And he says, Hieronymus Scory, I'm sorry. I don't... These are all matters out of my hands, beyond me. You understand that, right?
No, what happened?
It was strange. The other day, a few days ago, when you were here with me at the chapel, we were looking around. I mean, we were trying to figure out what happened, but it was... it was... There was nothing. I mean, it was seemed like a senseless murder. One of the acolytes apparently came to me and said Barrick was acting strange. He was tense. He was sweaty.
Not those acolytes, you say?
The
Or one of
Chapel
Bluegrass.
acolyte.
Hmm?
I believe his name was Danis.
All right, one of the Chai acolytes.
Yeah. When we were there, you were there with me. We were looking.
Mm.
We didn't find anything other than, like it looked like a break-in, like someone had gone into Bleegram's private quarters, looked in his safe, but nothing was taken. Maybe whoever committed this crime killed him and realized whatever they were looking for wasn't there, but there was no way I could determine that it was Barrick, or even Eric for that matter. I don't know where Eric plays into all this, but I was just ordered to find you all. We went to your apartment. You weren't there. We assumed you were out. When you came back, the guards informed us, and here we are. I'm sorry. This is nothing personal, and I kind of like you all. You saved Adina. So I owe you a debt, but this is beyond me.
Well, guess we're looking for some new muscle for our party then.
He's like kind of laughs a little bit, but he's not sure if that was a joke.
But what? How? I mean, obviously, they must have ways to decipher the truth from lies. The Zone of Truth spell, for example.
I don't know what you mean. What is that?
You don't know anyone who can cast that spell.
So
Well, I know you're training in magic. I've seen you in Decario before, but I don't know if there's anyone. Is that true? Can you force someone to tell the truth?
there is a spell, yes, that can do such a thing. Anyone asks questions within a zone of influence of the spell will be forced to tell the truth. Answer any questions they're asked truthfully.
I don't even
Anything-
know who to ask.
It's a relatively easy spell to cast. I wonder if Decario has the spell.
If you know Decario can do that, I don't know that he can do that. I'm sure the Castellan must know that.
She would definitely know of the spell.
Well,
So they won't let us in to defend our friends.
oh no, there's no way you're getting into that inner bailey, or at least not yet. If I hear anything, I will tell you first.
All right.
Tomorrow, I'll see what I can do. Once maybe they get things situated in there, I can go and ask. Perhaps I could get you to have some sort of meeting. I'll do my best.
Okay. So
By the
not
way,
gonna get very far right now.
Where's Sasori?
Oh,
Facility is lost.
Lost
he
as
was,
in...
he was killed. He was turned to stone by a creature.
He fell fighting a Medusa.
A what?
A Medusa. The snake-haired ladies that turn you into stone.
He doesn't seem to know what you're talking about, but those... That must be like a fairy tale.
Well, it turned out to be a bit too real for Sasori.
He gives some sort of like a religious sign, equivalent of like the sign of the cross. And he says, I remember when I locked him up for the night. In my cell. Simpler times, am I right? Alright, well,
Indeed.
try to get some rest. You look a little under the weather, Hieronymus.
It's allergies. Ragweed.
Alright, so Butts is gonna like salute you and then head out of the rain. It is raining pretty hard now. Do you want to head somewhere for warmth?
What time is it?
End of the day.
All right. Well, Hieronymus, I mean, a clear way of proving innocence here is to get that spell. So Hieronymus is going to go and talk to Decario and see if he has access to it.
Okay.
And I mean, it's only a level 2 spell, so that wizard from the other. I think I got all his spells, but
Do you want a metagamey bit of information?
Sure.
It's not a wizard
It's
spell.
not a wizard spell, yeah.
it's not.
It's a bard, cleric, or paladin spell.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right
And
now.
I'm not high enough level, and the only clerics and paladins we know are either dead, evil, or in jail. So I don't
Which
think
suits
that's
really well for
work
cleric
us.
paladin.
So
Wait,
We know
dead.
Fritz fixing to be all three,
Evil.
dead, evil, and in jail.
it is possible though that since you are a bard, if Decario happened to have a scroll of it, you could read off the scroll.
It's possible. I
Or
wouldn't even know who to cast it on.
Cast in a space.
it's a cone.
I would start with not Barrick. What's his name?
Just
Xander.
put everybody right in there. I know. Put
Yeah.
everybody in there. But the thing is, would they trust you casting it or not?
Oh,
I
of
mean,
course not.
I was gonna get Decario to come, thinking it was a wizard spell, to get Decario to come and cast it. So I guess we've gone on to the goat, and we're just discussing this right now. Well,
Yep, so Decario might be a person you want to go and see what he might be able to do, right?
yeah, he really is our only connection, our only option here to get help. So I guess we'll go talk to him and see if he might have any ways of helping to prove innocence magically.
Well, I guess we should. I mean, go into the goat and just trying to see if we can either hear or ask what the heck happened while we were gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll start there. We'll do some investigation and some skill checking here, and then and go talk to Decario.
Hey guys, you look like you could use a drink. Let me buy you a drink. Let's go.
Yeah.
We could use several drinks.
All right, so we'll do that. We'll head to the goat and we'll do some skill checking.
Okay, so
We'll
the
see if we
goat...
can drag up any information at all that might give us a lead or help us.
Yep, Mohag, Karg, take Hieronymus and Scory to the goat. Got it. Barrick and Eric. Barrick and Eric are escorted through the inner bailey. It seems like just a few weeks ago you were putting up flyers and scarecrows in from the Chai Chapel here. You can probably still see some of the scarecrows and decorations soaking wet from the rain. Maybe just a loose flyer somewhere in a puddle.
I feel like one would blow right across Barrick's feet.
Yeah,
You know?
The
Like,
opening to
yeah.
a Batman movie.
Yeah.
yeah.
Catches on my ankle for a moment and flutters there, saying
Yeah.
like "welcome," you know.
It's
And
in your
then
own
flies
handwriting.
away.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
in your own handwriting.
Sax
look
Roller
down
compared
at
to a
it.
film
Yeah.
noir movie.
the irony of the moment,
Mm-hmm.
being so unwelcome in the same space.
Yep. And as you kick off the flyer from your boot, you splash through the puddles. You head into the keep itself. That fortress that you were in before. You were in there once when you snuck in after decorating to see what was happening with now I always confuse people's names with this guy's name. What was his name, John? Your nemesis?
Oh,
Levy
names.
Merrick.
Yes, Merrick.
Not Remy Malik.
No.
Right. Levy Merrick. And this is all too familiar. You head into the keep and you can see guards patrolling. You are taken down below into the basement, to the bottom of the keep, where they have a dungeon. And there are rows. There's a long row with cells. There are some people in there. It's rather empty, though. Extremely dark. There are sconces with torches that burn and give off dim light. However, most of these sconces are either burned out and need to be relit, and that's happening as the guards take you along. They put you into 2 separate cells. They are next to each other. But they put you right side by side, so there's a wall between the two of you. You can't see what's going on in the other cell. The cells are bleak, made completely of stone. There is no windows. And there is a small cot that looks like it is infested with some sort of insect or vermin. And a small little pot. You know what that's for.
Cooking.
Yeah, dinner.
For dinner, just not the cooking part.
What's the door made out of?
The bars are made of iron.
So is like the wall facing into the hallway like iron bars?
And bars lift gates. It's old
It's
school.
a long narrow row, and to the left and right are cells.
Right.
Separating
is it iron
cells
bars
are-
or is it stone wall facing the on the hallway too?
It's
Like, can I see across the hallway to the other cells through there?
you can see across you into probably 1 cell fully,
Okay.
2 cells partially, and Eric, you and Barrick are side by side, so you can't see each other.
Got it.
You're in the middle of the row. There have been maybe 4 other humans in here, in sort of like a. They look like they're in bad shape. They've been here for quite some time.
Can we attempt to recognize any of them?
As you walk by, you don't. Probably never seen these people. These people might have been here even before you got to the keep.
Justice is rampant
That's
here.
interesting.
The guards leave you, but you can tell that they're nearby. Probably towards the end of this long corridor, there are probably guards stationed. What do you do?
What were we? What was taken from us? Were we changed into like simple like leathers or tunic
Good call.
or something?
Your
Orange jumpsuit.
all of your no orange jumpsuits. Probably just whatever common clothes you wear under your armor,
Okay.
or outside when you do take off your armor. Whatever you would wear casually, you probably still have. They probably didn't take that from you, but you were searched for items and all of your weapons, armor, and gear.
Okay. I think Barrick is like really in his grunge phase here and like kind of numb, quiet. Gonna take his. Well, if the cot is too infested, he'll sit on the floor, and I think kind of dive into his own thoughts for a little while.
Eric?
Did they take my holy symbol necklace, or was that allowed? Was I allowed to keep that?
What's your holy symbol, Nate?
My holy book. My gosh.
Yeah, your book
The
of
Scriptures
the Dawn.
of Dawn. Scriptures of the Dawn, yeah.
They would have taken that. Yours is a
Great.
necklace.
Yeah. a pendant, a Mobius loop necklace.
We could go backwards just a moment in time where a guard is requesting that. What would you say?
I mean, if they're asking to take it, and it seems like they're taking it to like hold on to it, not like taking it to pawn it off, like sure. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
no, the guards seem like they're holding on to things. Yeah, they're not. They're just removing your gear. Necklace.
Oh, then yeah, I would give it up without argument.
Okay.
This is my first time in a keep jail. We're good.
Yeah, it's not your first time in a keep jail, technically. Just not in this.
Not
jail.
in this dungeon.
Not in the dungeon. You've been in the holding cells, at Butz's.
Yeah, the old drunk and disorderly. It happens.
All right, so what are you doing then, Eric?
I think that after kind of taking in the surroundings and kind of realizing how grim the situation is, would lean forward on the bars, so like hand sticking out, but still can't see Barrack next, and say, "Don't worry, it always gets better."
Does it, my friend? I think. I don't know if there's any coming back from this.
I have a hard time imagining it's going to get worse. So.
Oh, it can always get worse.
Eric, I know you left that night Bleegrim died. Tell me, truly, did you do it?
Father Bleeger and I had our philosophical and theological differences, but I certainly didn't kill him.
I just needed to hear that. So,
despite our disagreement, he was a good man, and I wouldn't kill him, especially after he helped us.
yes, I would hope you think the same of me. I don't believe I had anything to do with it. Although the vision that night certainly rocked my confidence in myself.
You definitely seem a bit shaken since then.
Well, I had never felt so out of control, so out of touch with Hyperius. I've known him my whole life. I've been devout. I've followed him to the letter. This is one of the few times I can think the scriptures of the dawn were not hanging by my side. I don't know.
And what is the symbol of Hyperius?
Why, the sun. The thing that I don't think we'll be seeing anytime soon.
No windows.
The sun comes up and down every day, does it not?
It does. Although, it also gets dark every day.
And the morning still comes.
And you've got an answer for everything, my friend. And I might just need that right now. What should we do?
Some may say it's darkest before the dawn, Nate.
Some may. Someone
might.
We'll see. So what do we do? Friend with all the answers?
Well, for right now, there's not much we can do. I think it's a hurry up and wait kind of situation for us here.
Indeed. Anyone else down here? Lost all hope yet? I shout into the hallway.
Nice.
You do hear one person cry out, and it's more of it's like just a moan.
They're definitely checked out. What do you think, Eric?
Makes me a little bit less optimistic, I'm not going to lie.
Look out for the demons down here. The voice cries out.
Fantastic.
They come when you sleep. Stay awake as long as you can.
Oh boy. Who are
You
you?
walked staying here. It's like a cheap hotel. Oh god.
It wasn't bad enough. See, I told you it could always get worse.
As long it's gotten worse. It almost immediately got worse.
Seems your answers aren't foolproof, friend.
Apparently not.
Well, who's out there dishing out this unsolicited advice?
It is I, a friend.
We're short
Does
on
the friend
those
have a
these
name?
days.
In time, keep your eyes open wide.
Don't have much use for sleep down here anyway.
You hear, I guess maybe this whole conversation takes a course of, half an hour or so. You're just kind of milling around your cell, getting your bearings. But after a while, you hear a very loud door open and close, and then footsteps headed on the stone towards your cells. And after a few moments, you can see the Castellan escorted by a retinue of guards. They come to your cell, they unlock them, and then Barrick is escorted first out of the cell. You're brought in a twist and turn down the hallway and to a room by yourself. And the Castellan sits you down at a chair. The chair this is clearly an interrogation room. There's only one chair really for you to sit in. There's another chair for her, but she does not sit there. Guards position themselves in the room, making sure that they are ready to defend her if necessary. And Eric, you're left behind, but there's guards stationed right outside your cage. Barrick, the Castellan says, Barrick Helios, I didn't think we'd meet each other here, ever.
Nor I. Barrick.
Just want to let you know something. I don't believe you've done anything devious here. But I do believe your friend, Eric, has. I know that you said that you've traveled with him. And I'm just going to let you know now, your freedom here will be dependent on how truthful I believe you are being. You've always been truthful with me up to this point, or so it would seem. I have a good eye for this, so please do not deceive me.
Okay.
Your friend Eric was spotted, and she seems to take out some sort of a scroll, and she's reading from it. He was spotted very early in the morning at the Chai Chapel. And she says it was the night of the dream.
A good time to pray.
She kind of lets out a quick laugh, and she says, these are serious allegations against the both of you. I know that you were not spotted at the chapel, though, so I do believe in giving you the benefit of the doubt, but I got to make sure that everything is checked out thoroughly.
Of course.
Did you know that your friend Eric was there at the Chai Chapel?
I didn't.
What were you all doing that night prior to the death of Father Billigram?
Well, I was having a bit of a nightmare. I saw evil in my dreams, and my friend Hieronymus sought Bleegram, my confidant here in the keep, to soothe me, to talk it over with me, to make sense of my doubts lately about my faith.
Father Bleegram, the one who's dead, who they say you perhaps killed. You were with him the night prior?
Yes, I sought his counsel.
What time would you say you sought his counsel?
Just about a hair past midnight. I'm trying to actually remember.
That's about right. Yeah. Maybe like in that hour. You see how this looks very suspicious.
Yes, you see why I didn't immediately bring it to your attention.
And see, that's the one thing that I'm very confused about. We are in some sort of an agreement. I have hired you to do very important things for the keep, and now it seems as though I could have put my faith in some group that is doing some evil here in the land. And I want to make sure.
You have every right to know that what you're paying for is the product that you want. I don't believe you put your faith in the wrong group. I believe you have faith in people around you that maybe you shouldn't.
Interesting. Who would that be?
Well, I trust my gut as well, Farrick. I don't know if everything here in the keep is on the up and up. Your
That's
dear
certain.
friend, Mr. Levi Merrick, was certainly not.
That's certain.
And he was only seemingly the tip of an iceberg.
So who else should I be on the lookout for?
Why, if I knew, I'd tell you. But who knows? I could be revealing myself to the head of the whatever this evil is here right now. Or it could be someone else. I don't know, Farrick.
She looks confused. She kind of squints her eyes at you. Are you suggesting? No, you couldn't be. You couldn't be.
Farrick, I'm suggesting that I don't know. And that means, as far as I know, anybody in the keep is involved in evil. There's something wrong here. You know it too, whether you're involved or whether you also feel it.
Do you think your friend Eric could be capable of killing Father Bleeger?
Maybe.
Being honest.
But I don't think he did.
I have one last line of questions for you. What do you know about Xander Cartwright?
Not as much as I would like.
You
He's
traveled with
a-
him as well? He was part of your adventuring party?
Sure. He's a follower of his own god. Devout, sure, ruthless. Not exactly a team player. I worry that he's out for something that won't help the keep.
Am I correct in assuming these are the people who would be in your party? And she reads off of the scroll. Scory, son of Skeggy, Hieronymus Bosch, Sasori Sasu, Eric Lavernus, a man that only goes by the name of Sho Rembo, Mohag, she squints, the Great, in parentheses,
And Valentine.
a man named Zeb,
I nod and smile at the mention of Zeb.
and Valentine.
Well, my dear Sho Rembo simply cooks for us on occasion. I don't think he knows much of anything we've done. He's a good person.
It seems like many of these people on this list are dead or missing.
And what's happened to the other guards and the keep adventurers who have come your way?
I do trust you, Barrack Helios.
I don't trust you.
Interesting. She mutters to herself.
Talking about zone of truth. Who needs it?
We will, we'll chat again, I'm certain. Guards, to the cell. The guards take you to the
Nice.
cell.
Wow.
We're gonna go to the greased goat.
Okay.
You all head into the goat, get out of the rain. It's nighttime now. Most people have already had their dinner, but some people are still there having their after dinner drinks. You walk in and you see Bumbo Wickman. He looks like he's working overtime. Caldo is not in the grease goat. You look around, you see a few other servers, but most of them look like they are new hires. Bumbo looks at you all, and rather than his cheery smile, he kind of looks at you and looks like he's about to say hello, but then he like remembers something and lowers his hand, does not wave. Table over there in the back, it's free, and he gets back to serving his food.
There's our first target for investigation, I suppose.
Hey man, who died in here? The atmosphere is terrible.
You notice all the patrons are eyeing you, the four of you, Mohag, Karg, and the other heroes.
Why did you say that in air quotes?
Varric was like, Mohag the Great? Why does it say that here?
So are people like, are people staring at us or looking at us? They are reacting?
Yeah, I would say most people don't directly stare, but they like glance and they go back to their meal. Yeah.
So they're avoiding.
Yeah, people
Are
are
they
a little.
afraid of us? Are they afraid of being seen associated with us?
Give me an insight check.
Of which an insight check?
Yeah, give me an insight check, and I'll. You could read the room. I won't have Roll20 up though, so you can just call it out.
Oh, okay.
Hieronymus got a 3.
Shoot, I'm trying to get it to go from beyond 20 into.
You got a 16.
Did I?
Yeah.
I did. And then I got a 12 because they both my rolls came through.
Okay, well, we're taking the first one, so 16. I would say you can read the room pretty well. Most people just watched what happened. You and your party separated, arrested. So most people either could be in theory afraid of you, but they don't know what you've done. They just know that your friends were accused of murdering Father Bleegrim. So whether they're scared of you or they are don't want to be associated with you, it's probably a mixture of that because they don't really know you, and you weren't arrested. A little confusion, not sure what to feel.
Right. All right. Where'd you say Caldo was? Is he around?
He's not. You looked around because he's been a familiar face, and he's not there.
And is Bumbo in earshot?
Bumbo Wickman's within earshot, yes.
Bumbo, I was wondering what's happened to your man Caldo.
A lot of things have happened in the last couple days, Scory.
Apparently so.
I'm just trying to run a business here. All right, so what'll it be?
Oh, finally, you're gonna take our order. I'd like 1 grog and an ale.
Where'd you find this thing?
Whoa.
Scraped it off the bottom of her shoes on her last adventure. And it started talking and we brought it back with us.
Look, I know you guys come in here a lot.
When I say that.
You come in here a lot, and I always thought you're good guys. All right, I don't know what's going on with the Castellan and everything. This is all kind of, beyond me. But look, you come in here, you pay your tabs, you're free to come and go. You start doing weird things. We know we had that rocky start at the beginning, but you keep everything calm. You're more than happy to come in here. And if you see your friend Caldo, tell him to come back and pick up his things. Left a few here. his bag.
You see, Caldo disappeared without a word?
Yeah, he was the best worker I had, and
That's
Now I gotta-
concerning.
yeah, I got these new people. Yeah.
Caldo was Barrick's little friend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's missing.
Yeah, he missed his shift yesterday. Hasn't come in today.
Well, let's start there. Where was he staying?
He was a former brigand too, right?
He was a former brigand, but he was with you
Shut
guys, wasn't he?
up.
Wasn't
he
you guys?
staying? Was he staying with us or in his own little place?
I think he had. I don't remember. I thought
He
he
was
was with you
staying at
guys.
the
Am I-
goat, wasn't he? I don't think
yeah.
we let him be with us.
No, you were. He was with you, but you're right. When he got his job, he started living elsewhere, I think.
Wherever he was staying, I
Yeah,
want to go
you're
and investigate his little apartment.
Yeah, well, maybe chat can remember. If chat remembers, tell me. Let me know. I actually, in my notes here, I had him with you guys, but that actually might be incorrect now that you just said it. Okay.
I thought that he stopped staying with us once he got his
I concur.
steady gig.
I
I may have
think you're
even
right.
paid for a cheaper room for him somewhere for a little while. I don't
Yeah.
know if I'm making that up, but that sounds familiar.
That
We
sounds
didn't
familiar.
trust him.
That sounds familiar. You know what? What we'll do is we'll just say yes. He has his own apartment at the Goat.
All right.
And then Bumbo would probably just say I checked his apartment and he hasn't shown up.
All right, I'll go up in there and do a investigation, which is more crime scene than gathering information.
Yes, I agree. Yes. Yeah, Dave, thanks in the chat. They kicked him out a while ago. Okay, so my notes.
Oh, that's harsh.
They kicked him out a while ago. Yeah.
Pushed him out of the nest.
I guess my notes are wrong. See, everyone, your dungeon master can be wrong.
Who says?
Only if you admit it.
I mean, he's always been gone. All right, so you'll head out the Goat and around back upstairs. There's the little apartments that they were selling earlier in the adventure when you were looking for a place to stay. That was one of the options. So you'll head that way. Do you just like get up and go? Or do you want to like?
Yeah, I'll just get up and head right out. Score, you can stick around and maybe ply some of the
Ooh,
patrons to see if there's any information that might be had in this place. I doubt there is much, but I mean, we're kind of grabbing at straws here, so
Sure. You head
all we have.
upstairs. Scory, what are you doing? And Karg, what are you doing?
If I'm curious to know what happened to Ula and Shorembo, if they ever made it back, and if
So
they
you ask?
did.
Yeah, you ask. Yeah.
I mean, the first person I would ask if he's in earshot is Bumbo. Has he seen him? But you know, did
I haven't
Ula,
seen
was there? We haven't even been to our apartment yet, have we?
You have not.
Oh, well, that seems short-sighted of us. Because for all we know, they could be there. I'm thinking now. Okay, so this is like dinner time-ish.
Yeah, later in the evening, but yeah.
Oh,
People are
okay,
finishing up
it's
dinner.
after dinner. Okay.
Yeah.
Because now what I want to know is what's going on in our apartment, and I was wondering, is there time to go there and check things out and then come back?
Totally.
if necessary? Okay.
It totally could. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna drain my tankard and down my haunch of lamb or whatever it is, and I'm gonna head back to the apartment. If Man Bun and Karg want to come along, they're welcome to. But we need to check on Ula and Shorembo and see if they ever made it back. I mean, I'll ask Bumbo before I go. I mean, have you seen our friend Ula and our little cook Shorembo?
Oh, the pretty one, and the chef.
Right? Oh, they all great.
Yeah, the chef. I haven't seen the pretty one, but the chef. He came in here this afternoon for lunch.
You do well to hire him if you're short-staffed.
I am. Tell him to come by. I'll give him a job right away. I'm looking for bodies here.
Ironically, so are we.
Yeah, tell
Right.
him to come by. Give me a holler.
All right. Well, I'm glad and well. I didn't mean to make that sound ominous. Okay, so but yeah, I'll head back to the apartment.
Okay.
Hey, wait,
Chris?
wait, where are you going? And I'm shoving food down my throat while I'm like walking out the door after him.
I'm going to our apartment to see if our friends made it back.
Mohag says, "You know what? Why don't you take the new guy? Take the newbie. Hieronymus might need my help."
All right then. I'm sure he'll be glad to see you.
Yeah, I'll.
I get that dude alone.
You're heading up the stairs, Hieronymus.
Okay.
I don't know where he went.
You're heading up the stairs, Hieronymus, and you get to the door that is Caldo's apartment, and then you hear some footsteps coming up behind you, and the first thing you see, kind of eclipsing the stairs, is the man bun, and then Mohag, you see his face and his upper body, and he's like, "Hey, Hieronymus, Ronnie, hey, I figured you shouldn't be alone right now. I don't know if things are all safe. Who knows what's lurking around here? Feels a little odd, doesn't it?" Chris, are you muted?
You muted Chris.
Oh, I was-
Here I am threatening him with bile and contempt. And could you not read my face?
Oh, we
Could I have given him pause?
You were emotive for sure.
It's just like real life D&D.
I wasn't sure if that was like a silent thing or.
Hieronymus tells him to shut his pie hole and stand there. Don't take another step, you simpleton.
Whoa. I am not a simpleton. Well educated, he says. And
Hieronymus will let a little bit of flame grow in his hands.
he says, "You shouldn't be doing that around here."
Stand there and shut your face, and I will trust you this once to serve me. If anybody comes, let me know. If you fail me,
I could be lookout.
if you fail me, I'll let it trail off. So then I'll head into the apartment.
The door is locked. Mohag holds out his lockpicks tools, and he goes, "Still need me to look out?"
Yes, Mohag, come on up.
He needs a minute, but he fails the first few attempts, and he's like, "Hold on, I'll get this. Hold on." And then all of a sudden, and he unlocks the door and opens it up. What's so funny right now? Nate, are you okay?
Did you see how quickly Hieronymus' tune changed when the dude had value?
Wait, I'm so confused. I
Tim
just looked at
suggested a great book that Hieronymus Bosch should write.
It was not me. That was Jeff. It was Jeff.
Oh, that was Jeff. Oh, shoot. My bad. Jeff.
Oh, Zoom chat, sorry.
How to Win Friends and Influence People by Hieronymus Bosch.
That's true. That's true.
He will never claim to be the friendliest of sort.
No, he opens the door and pushes the door in, and you can see the dark room before you. It looks rather neat and organized. Doesn't look like there's any alarm. Not like a physical alarm, but anything to be alarmed by.
All right,
it's a simple room.
I'll tell him to step back and don't touch anything. Thank you.
Thank you.
He just
Oh
threw
my
up-
God.
He just threw up in his mouth a bit, but credit is due where it's due. So he'll give him the credit. So then Hieronymus will step in and take a look around and do a little searchy for any signs that something might be out of order.
From the door frame, because Mohag knows you don't want him to come in. He just says, "So, what are we looking for here?"
As I just said, you fool, signs that something might be out of the ordinary.
All right. You want me to help?
I want you to stand there and look. Don't touch anything.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Roll your perception or investigate? What are you doing? You like
Investigating, like Sherlock Holmes, kind of looking around for clues.
looking for clues?
Oh, nice.
All right,
10.
go ahead.
A 10.
You look around and you notice everything seems to be in neat order. Probably it looks as though he hasn't been here in at least a day or two. It looks like everything is kind of settled. Nothing has been touched. There is a book on his nightstand, and it's labeled Caldo's Book of the Dawn.
Ooh, I will check it out.
How sweet.
You open it up, and it seems to be some sort of a journal, and from maybe the first day or second day that you are all brought Caldo back to the keep, that's when it started, and it's basically like a daily thoughts and prayers sort of book that he's started to collect.
Okay, so I'm looking for any kind of thoughts or any thing that he might have witnessed or they've written in here, maybe that might give us some kind of evidence. Maybe unbeknownst to him, maybe something that might turn out to be a clue.
2 nights ago.
If you want it.
2 nights ago. The passage reads, "As I sit here, watching the dawn, I can sense a great disturbance. I know Barrack is in trouble. I don't know what, but I'm here for you, Hyperius. Guide me."
That's not.
And beneath it is a prayer, some sort of a hymn for Hyperius.
So 2 nights ago at the dawn, what was going on at that time?
Is that the night of the murder?
No,
Oh,
that happened
oh.
a while ago, but this was when you were going to the caves, the most recent time you were headed to the caves, probably close in time to when you encountered the undead in the cave.
Huh. Well, that's not very helpful, but I'll take it. One last quick search around the place for anything else.
Nothing that stands out. He's only been here for a few weeks, so it's very modest living quarters.
All right, I'll grab the book and head back to the apartment, I guess.
Yeah, you head back to your apartment.
Yeah.
We're going to jump to Eric Lavernus. Eric, you're in the cell, and you hear footsteps as Barrack is being brought back to his cell, and then the guards remove you and take you on a similar path. You probably have a moment to glance at your friend Barrack.
Looking at him as he's coming back, is there any indication of what's to come?
Barrack, you give him...
I'll nod to him and give him like a very subtle smile of like going for reassurance.
Like a wink and a thumbs up.
Yeah, I thought about winking, but I was like that. I feel like that could be read like, like what? What did you do?
I give him a smile that tells him she interrogated me and wanted me to tell the truth and thinks that you're the killer. I say that with my smile.
All the twinkle in the eye. That's what says it all.
To be fair, I said a smile of reassurance, but I would like him to read it that way.
Reassuring.
I would like it to read, look, I was honest about you, but I definitely had your back in there too, and I may have outed my things out there. So,
I say all this.
With my smile.
Very telling smile. Oh my God, so handsome.
I remember when I met Barrack Helios. That damn smile.
So expressive.
That damn smile.
So very expressive.
Smile worth 1,000 words.
All right, so Eric, you're taken to the same room that I described earlier, the very beautiful interrogation room. And the Castellan is there, and she sits down with you at the table, and she offers you some water. Do you take it?
No, yeah, I think I would. I'm a little bit parched. I've been in jail for an hour.
I've just given you poison, and I have the antidote. No, just kidding.
Who's the Princess Bride?
Have you built up an immunity to iocane powder?
No, I wouldn't do something. I would never do something cliche in a game.
Like getting into a land war in Asia?
Yes.
Jeez.
She says to you, do you understand, Mr. Lavernus, that there are very serious allegations against you?
Based on the amount of guards and the security, I would say they are very serious indeed.
I'm just going to talk to you plain and simple, like I've always done. When I asked you and your group to come into the keep I guess more than a month ago, I asked you to be honest with me. I trusted you all because I knew that you were capable heroes, and everything you had done to that point had shown me that you were dedicated to fighting against evil. Now, Father Bleegrim, I know, had his feelings about you. Do you remember and recall why you were thrown in jail that first night?
It's a bit fuzzy. You know how these things go.
I'll be honest with you. I don't really find myself to be that religious of an individual. But Father Bleegrim had told me, and me in confidence alone, why he had you arrested. You had, well, drank yourself into some sort of a stupor, and you were being belligerent, and he claims that he saw a demon inside you.
Well, you know, the liquor gets in you, and the demon come out.
Yes, it's all good and fine if you're just drinking at the goat, but destroying some of his statues, his monuments, well, that's why you were thrown in jail officially. I don't know if there's any sort of truth to what he had said, if there's some sort of secret that you have, but I'm just going to ask you right now. Did you kill Father Bleegrim?
I did not.
You were seen walking past the chapel at night at about the darkest point of night. You revealed yourself to guards of the Inner Bailey, saying you were looking for... not you were looking, excuse me, I messed up, made a mistake, but the guards of the Inner Bailey said they spoke to you?
Yes, that is correct.
All of this seems to be in the same timeline. Why should I believe you?
Because when your guards and I are on the same timeline, it seems that everyone that saw me is telling the same truth.
They saw you, which could have been right around the time that Father Bleegrim was killed. So either you went directly home, which we don't have evidence of, or you went to kill Father Bleegrim, and again, we don't have evidence of, but you were out and about at such an odd hour. Why?
Just enjoy a midnight stroll, but I can't assure you that if I was to kill someone, I would make a point of not being seen by guards before or after doing it.
What about your friend Barak Helios? Did he do it?
Yeah.
He seemed a bit anxious that day at the chapel.
Churches make me anxious too. You can ask you can't ask Father Bleegrim, but you could have at one point.
Oh.
Yikes.
She's like,
oh, put my
she's
mouth
like,
there.
too soon.
Too soon. Too soon.
To me, the fact that he said ask Father Bleegrim, he hasn't fully accepted it yet.
I'm still in denial.
I will tell you,
Next comes anger and bargaining, so stay tuned.
it seems to me that you were in the right place at the right time to commit the murder. Your friend Barak told me that he had some sort of horrible dream that night. Why would I believe that Barak or you have not killed him?
Are we now using dreams as proof of guilt?
He seemed to imply that this dream had a great effect on him.
Dreams
Did you
can do
experience... Did you see that experience? Did you see Barak distraught?
that. The life of an adventurer is often leaving us distraught. We've done and seen terrible things. Sometimes those can be tough to reconcile and leave people with bad dreams.
Who do you believe killed Father Bleegram?
Honestly, Xander Cartwright.
Why do you say that?
He's always looking for non-believers, and he's looking to edge out and have his God be the only God. And if he thinks anyone is not doing it his way, it's the highway. And in this case, Father Bleegram's highway may well have been death.
Well, that's all I have to say. I have a feeling you may be here for a while, Mr. Lavernus.
Do I know the Castellan's last name? I don't want to be like, hey, Farrick, it's cool.
That's
we're
her
not on a
last
first
name.
name basis right now.
That's her last name, yeah.
Okay, well, you'll know where to find me.
Guards, they take you back to your cell. All right, we go to the apartment. Scory and Karg, you head back to the apartment ahead of Hieronymus and Mohag, and you finally get up to the front door, and you realize immediately that it looks like your front door is broken. It is closed, but clearly the handle looks like it has been partially destroyed.
And it's closed.
Yeah, it's closed, yeah.
You might do well to take your weapon out, Carl. We may have company.
Which one? I'm gonna take out my
The one you're comfortable with fighting.
longsword and shield are now drawn.
Okay, yeah, I'll put my shield on my arm and have my axe in hand as I push the door open slowly and peek inside.
It's dark. You use your dark vision to see, and
Yeah.
you can see it looks as though your apartment has been just ransacked.
Yeah.
Oh man, you guys live in a shithole.
I assure you it wasn't like this when we left.
Oh,
Someone's been here looking for something.
that makes sense. All right.
Okay. There's no lights.
No, I
And-
mean, you'd have to light something, lanterns or whatever.
Now I'm gonna stay in the dark for a few minutes for the moment, and I'm gonna cautiously walk into the middle of the room and kind of scan around. I'm looking for any sign that there's anyone actually there. Are the windows intact, or are they open or broken or anything?
Give me a perception check, and I'll tell you what you see in the room.
Alrighty, D&D Beyond. Here we go. Perception. Come through. The first roll was a 5. I don't know why it's giving me 2 rolls every time.
You can see that there are... you rolled what? I'm sorry?
A 5.
A 5? You can see that there's all of your... Any gear that you would leave behind, anything that's like a permanent thing you keep in your house, is just scattered on the floor. Like, there might be some... If you had, like, some small coin that you keep here because you don't want to carry all copper and silver or whatever, all that seems to be scattered on the floor. Any sort of compartment is open. Shelving, drawers, open.
But like you said, there's coin on the floor. Small change on the floor.
Totally.
So my first instinct here is that whatever they were looking for, it wasn't items of portable value.
Correct.
They were looking for something specific.
Yes.
John wants to scream what he thinks it is.
Don't go collecting chaos crystals anymore, you goofball.
And
It's like the crystal calls
That's
it
what I'm
chaos.
thinking
It's
in my head right now.
100%. Like,
Hieronymus,
Okay.
I would say you get to the apartment maybe within 10 minutes of their first arrival. You and Mohag come in and see Scory and Karg picking through some of the items, investigating, looking to see what's maybe missing, and you see all the mess that I described.
I'll look for clues. I'll look around.
I don't think
Maybe
that we
somebody
really,
dropped something.
right. I don't think we really messed things around much yet. I would have been looking to get a light once I was pretty confident there was no one.
There's
still.
no one in the apartment, correct?
Okay.
18 investigation.
You turn on a lantern, Scory. You light a lantern, and you see Hieronymus and Mohag come in, shocked as you are to see the mess. And Mohag is like, "Whoa! All your stuff is messed up."
So it seems.
Well, it's a good thing I don't have much stuff.
They don't seem to have taken anything that they could have sold.
No?
I don't think they were after money. As you can see by the coppers on the floor.
It's all here, yeah. Who would do this? You think Ula did this?
No, I don't think Ula did this.
Yeah, you're
Thanks
right.
for your insight.
I don't think she would do this. Hieronymus, so you're getting 18, right?
Yeah.
You can find footprints on the ground. They looks like they're wet, heavy boot footprints, and they have dried.
Are they distinct? Is there
No.
any markings that might make them distinct, like a
No.
break in the tread or something?
No, I would say they look like almost like, I wouldn't say standard issue or anything like that, but they're clear adventuring boots. You know, someone who like boots maybe you yourself would wear.
Can you tell how many people it was?
In 18, multiple people.
Like, lots of people or a few people?
I don't know if you could tell exactly with an 18. I would say you would say it's more than 2, for sure.
Is there enough raised texture for Hieronymus to get a scraping on a piece of paper with some charcoal?
Probably, yeah. They'll be like dried mud. Yeah.
Yeah, so Hieronymus he'll find some paper and he'll do a scraping of the boot print.
Is charcoal available in the town store?
Hieronymus has hefty a supply, believe me.
Don't you think this is a weird time to do some arts and crafts? Mohag says.
Hieronymus just glares at him.
Just sleuth in.
Hey, oh, shut up! That's a good idea.
All right, so now we'll play Cinderella. We can find the match to this boot print. That might help us.
Are you gonna all just make sure like all your belongings are there, or are you just assuming they're all there?
Yeah, we'll search through and see. I mean,
Okay, so you take the next. Well, how long do you want it? I think it'd probably take you what? An hour to kind of make sure everything's in place, maybe put some things back in order?
yeah.
Okay.
During that time, I'd like to have a quick conversation. Hey guys, so wait, which bed's mine?
Sasori's.
That
That one's available.
That one? Oh,
Whoa. Mohag's like, wait, I thought I was getting a bed next.
I'll fight you for it.
What is with you and fighting all the time? Doesn't everyone understand I'm a negotiator?
Yeah,
Something good you've been doing to that.
All right, well, look, we could worry about the bed later. Just help us clean everything up. And he, like, looks disgusted with Karg, and he looks at Scory and Hieronymus, and he's like, this guy. He gives you that face, right? Like, this guy. Please.
I work my absolute butt off, making sure I do everything that needs to be done to clean this place up. Like gluing lamps and picking up things. I'm doing everything I
You're
can.
such a hobbit.
Exactly. I think I made tea as well.
I'm putting poll here in the chat here. I want to see what the audience believe. Who killed Bleegrim? Putting in some options here. Who should I put in the options here? I've got, so far, I feel like you're all going to say Xander, so I'm putting Xander in. I also put in Barrick, and since Barrick's accused the Castellan, I'll put the Castellan in. Anybody else I should add?
Yes. Merivek.
For
Maravek?
sure. And I mean, shit, while we're at it, we have former Castellans, Rogon and Zelagar.
Well, they're dead, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Are they dead?
suspiciously.
Karg is like, I don't know.
For the record, Barrick never said he thinks Ferric lifted the finger.
Okay, but
Okay.
maybe she was responsible for it.
Yeah.
So by some sort of way
Yeah,
of...
I agree. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm asking it
think,
right now. Xander, Castellan, Barrick, or Maravek?
Yeah, I think Maravek's the inside man.
And
How did Eric not make the list?
Put Barrick on the list. I think you got to.
Can I just vote? Can I just
You
vote
may not know he did it, but
The poll is up, so vote now or forever hold your peace.
Hey, Bob.
Yo,
One of my laptops is about to die. I'm about to switch to a second one, so I'm going to change my zooms really quick. I don't know if it's going to mess up your stream or not, but
oh, it will. We'll just go into a brief pause here, okay?
it'll take me 2 seconds.
Yep, we'll go into a brief pause, and we'll be right back. Good time for a bathroom break.
Perfect.
All right, we'll be right back, everybody. All right, we're back.
We're back.
Let us know if you can hear us. I think we're good, though. Okay, so, Tim, you and... We're just cut that scene here, so you guys are getting your house prepared or whatever, and you're going to move on. Eric and Barrick are left, and there are guards positioned in the hallway. No doubt, you recognize that they are there, so if you were to speak to each other, you'd have to try to speak in extremely hushed tones to not be heard by them. They're probably within about 20 or 30 feet of you, and everything echoes in this chamber. You hear the moaning. Oh, I can't. Help. Man seems to be having some sort of a nightmare. Guards try to shut him up. Do you want to speak about anything in private, or try to speak in private?
Sorry, I was finishing up my little bathroom break. But no. But I heard the back half of that. So my
It's a good thing
understanding is the guy is making noise. The guards are
Good
trying
thing you
to shut him
muted
up.
your headset.
Yes. So yes, we could.
If there's anything you want to talk to Eric with, yeah, you can say it now.
Yeah. I'll kind of lean up to the wall. Say, was your chat with Ferric as fun as mine?
Sure, it was. We had a blast together.
So, who'd you, when she asked you, who did you say did it?
I didn't say you did it, for what it's worth. I accuse Xander.
Me either. I may or may not have accused Ferric and the Keep. Ferric and her underlings, so...
Hey, man. I don't know if this is your first time in prison. You don't usually accuse your interrogator of doing the crime.
Pardon my language, I've got a bit of a, doesn't seem to matter much attitude right now. I was about to drop the F-bomb there, and then I was like, yeah, we'll pull back. So, I felt at least I could go out pointing the finger where I think it belongs.
That's admirable. Bit foolhardy, but admirable.
Okay.
I'm not much of a preservationist, but appreciate that you didn't point the finger at me.
Well, friend, I've got good news. Faith comes and goes, just like the sun is each day. It's absurd to think that faith will stay, and it's just as presumptuous to think that it'll always be gone. We'll make it through this.
Ooh. Scripture being told to Barrick.
Gotta pretend to be a cleric at some point.
In the cheesiest way possible, I think Barrick is gonna like have that tear that he's trying not to. Like this is probably the first time wetness has touched this area from his eye. He's one of those, and he probably has a moment there, thinking about. I don't think he had really contemplated the possibility of his faith ever returning. I don't think he contemplated the idea of this turning around. So, while it's not fully turned, not even close, at least the foundation is there, I think.
I think we got to give
This moment.
Tim some inspiration here. Tim, what do you think?
Serious strikes again. Let's go. Got James coming at it.
He's bringing back the light.
We'll see.
The guards that are standing at the end, there seems to be some motion, a shuffling of feet. The guards open the door opens to this hallway, and the guards seem to speak in whispers. And then you can hear footsteps as they leave and head up the stairs out of the door. And then one set of footsteps heads down towards the hallway. And before you is Maravek, your elven secretary friend.
That's a lot better than I expected. Okay.
I'm pumped.
I was expecting Xander, so this is great.
I thought you were dead.
And he pulls off a mask. No.
Yeah. It's like a whole Mission Impossible thing.
Have you ever seen Maravek and Xander in the same place at the same time?
I haven't seen Batman either, but
Maravek, the elven secretary to the, or I guess not secretary, advisor to the Castellan, heads in, and you probably haven't seen him like out and about. Like the only time you've ever really encountered him is at the Castellan's office, so it kind of feels strange to see him here. A bit off-putting.
seeing your teacher at the grocery store for the first time.
That's exactly it. Or seeing a student.
Or your lumberjack at the Home Depot.
Yeah, you're a lumberjack in something that's not the forest.
Right.
It's very alarming.
Seeing your lumberjack out of the forest.
We
It's
all
weird.
we were all in first grade once.
Yeah.
Some of us may have been in first grade twice.
3 times,
Talk about
John?
this, Jeff. Come on.
So Suri's dead. Who knows how many times? He lost count of how many times he was.
I think
in
he
first
quit
place.
at 3rd grade.
First grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's that first. That's the top grade. You just stop. It's your,
That's
your
right.
grade.
You
Once you
achieve
pass
first grade, there's nothing above that.
Eric and Barrick, you see Maravek before you, and I just realized that all of you end with Ek. Barrick, Eric,
That's how
Maravek,
you tell they're innocent.
It's a hard K kind of world.
and Maravek looks at all of you, and he seems to have great concern on his face. He goes right up to the bar of Eric, but he can clearly see Barrick too, and he's like, oh, the conditions, the squalor. This is I don't know what happened to you both, and I just want to let you know that I'm going to do everything I can to get you out of here.
I'm not sure what to say.
Why
When
would
I
you do
heard-
that?
When I heard that you were accused of that horrible crime, I pleaded with the castle, and I told her, Alexandria, please, this is a mistake. These are heroes. In fact, I have so much faith in you and your group that I was willing to partner with you as well. Eric, please tell me, you brought back the brothers.
We got sidetracked, actually.
Oh, dear. Listen. I'm going to get you out. Okay? Even if it means losing my job having to flee this keep. I'm going to reveal something to you. I need you to promise me. Promise me. This stays between us. And he's whispering now. The only thing you could hear is the moan of that poor man in the background. Seems like he's having some sort of horrible nightmare.
I'm sorry, is he speaking to Eric more specifically?
Probably, but
Okay.
he, from time to time, will glance to your cell. I'm sure you can see him from your vantage point.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd imagine he's more directly in front of Eric's. Eric, please, tell me you have some sort of clue as to where the brothers are. Barrick, did you talk to Barrick about this?
I don't think I told anyone about this. It seems like.
As
Never heard of it
as
before.
you shouldn't, because we had promised, remember? So good,
So this
good
is
for you. Good for you.
exactly the kind of secret I've been keeping for you.
Yes. Barrick, I'm going to let you in on a secret as well.
Okay.
I've been through many castlans here at the keep. Many. Being an elf gives me that advantage of longer life. I've seen Alexandria do wonderful things for this keep. In fact, I don't think that if we had anyone else in her position, that the keep would still be standing. With what we're facing out there, I don't believe that we would be able to repel that evil. I know quite a bit about the caves. The ones that you've been going to. And there's great evil lurking somewhere in there. I don't know exactly what, but I've sensed it for a long time.
Wow, you are quite the investigator, Merrivac.
I am not looking for any accolades here. It's pretty clear to see for anyone. But I've been sensing it for a long time. There is something deep in there, something evil. And your friend, Xander Cartwright, he is looking to unleash that evil. He feels like he's close.
Indeed.
And
I
I
think
believe
I'm
that
taking
there's
this in.
I believe there is something that those brothers know. They are able to change their form in some horrible, devilish way. I
What
feel like they are the
brothers?
key to everything. We need to make sure that they are kept safe. I had a dream just a few weeks ago. I needed to protect them. I need you to do that for me. You may not be able to come back to the keep if I get you out of here. But if I do, you get to those brothers, the Frog Brothers, as I mentioned. Get to them. Bring them back here. And you'll save countless lives. What do you say?
Eric, we have some chats to have, I see. But,
What's the secret?
Merrivac, if what you offer is true, I thank you for taking the risk that you might. But I need to know why. Why would you trust me? Do you know who killed Father Bleegrim?
I'm fairly certain it's Xander. He seems to check all the boxes.
Okay.
I also know that my guards have spotted his acolytes roaming the streets late at night. On many occasions.
Indeed, why you're very close to Ferric? Why would Ferric side with Xander? How has Xander confused Ferric?
That's what I don't understand. I believe you may have to deal with Xander as well. At some point.
I sure hope so.
I'll
and
have
Eric
the guards.
knows what the rest of us need to know to do this for
I've
you?
got some notes written down.
He does. I'll have the guards release you in 1 hour.
And
Prepare
what will happen
yourself.
to you?
I'm going to make sure the Castellan never hears of this and greet her in the morning with her tea.
Well then, Marivek, if all goes well tonight, I hope that I see you again alive.
Yes, we'll have breakfast, like Eric and I usually do. Right, Eric?
Yes.
Yes,
Just like
that
we
breakfast
usually
was lovely that day.
Yes.
All right, I must be going. 1 hour. Okay, Marivek sneaks away. Heads off, and there's that one phrase that he said, Barrick, that probably keeps ringing in your head. You're probably going to have to deal with Xander at some point.
I think out of everything he said, that was maybe his favorite. That's I think that he's looking forward to that at this point. And if I remember right, the last time I saw Xander, we parted ways on the road. I said that if we see each other again, I'm going to have to fight him. So, something along those lines. I'm very... Gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is ringing in his head.
Eric and Barrick, you sit down. You take a moment to just relax, kind of prepare yourself, and we're going to cut a scene to the apartment. Hieronymus, Scory, Karg, and Mohag, you're cleaning up the mess. You've got everything pretty much under control at this point. Passive perceptions, everybody?
Something crappy like a 10.
12.
Hieronymus?
11.
10.
All right. You don't hear anything until a knock at your broken door. The door is
Mohag's
wide
high,
open.
though.
What's that?
Mohag's passive perception is pretty high, though. Just,
That's true.
I just looked at his sheet, and he's
What is it?
actually more useful than I expected.
What is his passive? I forgot he was with you. Yeah.
I can't get a sheet to come up. It's like a plus. He's got his perception is like +4, so that would.
Oh, 14.
His
Yeah.
passive of
Or,
14.
yeah.
Wow.
Here it comes.
Mohag will, while
Perception
cleaning up,
+4.
it's +4?
Yep.
Okay, so Mohag, while cleaning up, says, "Hey, is somebody out in the hallway?" And he steps out into the hallway to kind of look and see who's coming. What do you all do?
I put my hand on my axe.
Yeah, draw my weapon. Pick him up.
What about
What's
Hieronymus?
Hieronymus will start preparing a spell.
Okay.
Firebolt.
Firebolt spell? Okay. And he Mohag looks out and he goes, oh boy. Guys? We have a couple people coming to see us. Your friend, the big red cape?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
He's coming. Mohag steps into the room and he's got like junk in his hand. And he like steps to the side and Xander comes to the door and will still knock at your broken door. And he kind of stands there in the door frame, kind of holds his hands up to like the top of the door. And he's like, "Oh, you've made it back. What happened to your apartment?" His acolytes are behind him. They're kind of sulking in the background. Looks like your apartment. It's been torn apart. Redecorating?
Oh no! Someone came and did this for us.
Is that so? He steps into the room, 5 feet into the room. He has his maul strapped to his back. He's in his full plate armor. The only thing it's not on is his helm, but he's it looks like he's got that like kind of by his side. And his acolytes come in, and they're in their traditional black clothes.
What are you looking to do, Xander? Why are you here?
mostly here to comfort you. You seem to have lost 2 of your members to a hideous crime they committed. Did you know that they killed Father Bleegram?
We still don't know that they killed Father Bleegram.
Well, Brogren here seems to be pretty certain. He saw your friend Eric Lavernus coming out of the Chai Chapel late at night.
So he says.
Brogren would never lie. Is that right, Brogren? He nods silently.
Seems like he had a lot to say for a man under a vow of silence.
He can write.
Can he now?
I have a question for you all. That night, Father Bleegram was here, wasn't he? What did he come here for? Your friend Barrick said that he requested him? Something of the sort?
You're very well informed. Why don't you tell us?
Well, why don't we just be frank with each other? I heard that Barrick and Eric conspired, killed Father Bleegram. He came here for something, some reason, left with something,
Did
and
he
now he's
now?
dead. That's what I've heard.
And where did you hear this from one of your little silent sidekicks there?
Let's put it this way. The Castellan has put faith in me to deal with certain issues, like she had trusted in you. But then you've turned out to be, well, let's say your character has been in question.
According to you and your sidekicks, yeah.
I'm just going to ask you once only. I've already been through this place. Where
Thank you
is
for
the
that.
crystal?
What crystal?
He looks to his acolytes, and he kind of gives a little signal with his head, and the 2 of them take out daggers, and they move into the room to the sides. He takes out his
it's like
mace.
that.
I asked once, and I said we should be honest with each other. If you choose to lie,
I don't see that you were invited, and I don't see that you've been very honest with us. So what I am going to do is invite you to leave now, while you can. And I'll make that an intimidation.
sure, go ahead.
How'd I do?
I don't know.
18.
The acolytes tense up, and they look to Xander for guidance, and he's like, don't be scared. Don't be scared. We're on the right side of this.
You're
Crystal.
not on the right side of the door, so I suggest you get there fast while you can.
He's going to take out his maul, and he's going to walk closer to the middle of the room, closer to you all. I would say your room is rather small. You know, it's not a big apartment, so I'd say one movement could probably get you from the door to the other end. He's walking slowly, but he's ready for combat. So if you're going to defend yourself,
Are we fighting?
we'll go
this
into
dude?
initiative.
I don't see how we don't. Oh
All right.
my God.
Ready to do this?
Tim, we're gonna need to find new muscle.
This is metal. I love this.
Well,
Awesome.
Why are you guys fighting? You seem like friends. I don't understand.
All right, roll initiative.
You really won't.
oh my god!
This issue, everybody dies.
He says, I know you know where that crystal is.
Oh.
You're going to give it to me one way or another.
We don't have any crystals, and I don't know what you're on about, and you can just now leave.
Roll initiative. What'd you get, Scory?
A 9.
A 9?
Oh, but it gets worse.
What'd you get, Hieronymus?
A 2.
A 2.
But I already had a spell ready.
You do.
wanna
You
talk
could.
about how it gets
I'll
even
allow.
worse?
I will allow you to attack at your ready to action first, but we're gonna go to initiative.
Can I do a switch of my spell?
What spell? You were saying Firebolt, right?
Yeah, I want to upgrade.
No, we got to do Firebolt because you
Okay.
had declared it. And then let's see who else is with you. Karg, what'd you get?
15.
15 for Karg. And somebody roll for Mohag, please.
Hmm.
I'll do it. Just straight up D20, or you want me to add anything to it?
Hang on, let me get his sheet going here.
Oh, yeah, I'll have that.
He said, "It's a shame. It's what your friend, the little halfling, said."
Say what now?
Me, not
All right.
you.
No,
Oh, he's talking
No.
about Rambo.
the
Yo!
little
shut
cook.
Oh, this fucking
Get
guy!
I don't care if we do die.
Get
at this
Merrimack
point.
drinks over now!
Oh no!
All right. Let's do it.
All right, here we
I'm
go.
like Donkey Kong.
Well, I'm gonna blast one of the acolytes. Just try and take him down real quick.
Sure. All right, we're going into combat here. I'm going to move.
Mohag has a dex of +1. I don't know if that matters.
What did he get again? I'm sorry.
I can't roll it off the.
Just roll a d20. Yeah.
1d20 plus 1. He has a 16.
A
Nice.
16.
Uh-huh.
All right. So it looks like he's going to go first, huh?
Yeah, Mohag.
Well, the surprise round you
Take
said.
the lead, Mohag the Great.
I hope he digs deep and finds some greatness somewhere in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna shout to Mohag, "Prove yourself!"
All right, let's go to. We'll start with your firebolt. Roll it a hit.
At one of the acolytes, and
Yep.
I rolled a 21.
We'll just say one is on the left. Say Hubert is on the left and Brogren is on the right. So you're hitting the one on the left.
Closest one to me. Yeah.
Hubert. Okay.
So I forget.
21 hits. Yep.
Yeah. How do you critical? Oh, you have to roll a 20, right, for criticals?
Yep.
Okay. So here's the damage.
You didn't roll a 20 though.
No, I did not.
Yeah. Okay.
10 damage.
10. You hit Hubert, and you can see he's obviously rather capable. You don't take him out. He does look like he's injured and hurt a lot, but he kind of grabs at his side with where the heat, kind of the firebolt hit, feeling that heat, but he looks towards you and is ready to continue on.
All right.
That's your ready to action. Now we go to the top of the order here. Xander got an 18, so he's going first. Scory, since you're the one he was chatting with most, he's going to go to you first. So he's going to run 15 feet in. We'll say you're in somewhere in the middle of the room. And he's going to attack you.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Do your worst.
Let's do the maul. Yep, we'll go with the maul. Ooh, that's not going to hit. Let's see. Yeah, that's not going to hit. He rolls a 9 in
Nice.
total.
Okay.
His second attack.
Oh, he gets 2 attacks with that maul,
That would be a 22.
huh? Okay, well, that'll hit.
All right. For a total of 13 bludgeoning. Sorry, not 13. Excuse me. It is. Sorry, that's actually going to be a total of 15 bludgeoning damage and is actually a 24 to hit you. Okay,
Okay, well,
so
I'm an 18, so I'd totally
Yeah.
take that.
totally it's going to hit you. You're going to take 15 damage as his maul, which again, you've seen this in action before, radiates some sort of magical energy, hits you and it hurts. That's
Okay.
his first turn. He runs in and does that. We go to Mohag. Mohag is going to draw his great axe and he'll attack because he was towards the side anyway, so he's near Brogren. He'll attack Brogren with his maul, or excuse me, great axe. He's got a +6 because he leveled up in the henchman scale. He only got a 8, so he does not hit. unfortunately. He swings, and then he kind of positions himself as best as he can to get between the group and that acolyte, to keep that acolyte close to the door. And he says, I'll get this one. Then we go to Karg.
All right, you guys better be right. And I'm going to attack Hubert with my... I'm going to rage, bonus action rage. And then I'm going to attack Hubert with my longsword.
Okay, go ahead.
$10 to hit.
10? Gotcha.
Yes.
That's not going to hit, unfortunately.
Well, there you go. Love that.
All right. We go to... Anything else from you? Bonus actions or no? You're good.
I raged with my bonus action.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. So then if you stay where your position, you're over by Brogren as well?
No, I'm attacking Hubert, the person
Hubert.
that...
Okay, so yeah, we'll say Mohag was on the right when he walked in, you were on the left when you walked in, and the two other characters, the minor characters, are in the middle, next to Xander. And I guess, Hieronymus, you're just going to be in the back, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got Scory in the middle of the room fighting Xander, Hieronymus behind, and the two on flanks fighting the Acolyte. Okay, so we go to Scory next, and then Hieronymus, you're on deck.
All right. I am going to... the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bonus action of taking my second wind. It's very early in the fight to be doing that, but here we go. And I get the big 4 for it. Couldn't have been worse.
Ouch.
That's not good.
Okay.
Okay. And I am going to swing. What I want to do is I want to swing my battle axe at the haft of his maul.
Okay, I mean, his maul does look like it is far superior in quality to your...
To my axe?
To your axe. It is a magical weapon. Its shaft is probably metal as well.
Okay, so maybe that's not the best idea ever.
I was just hoping that our friends get out of jail and they're going to save us.
Okay.
Hit him, man. Hit him.
Yeah, he's going to have like 1,000,000 hit points. Okay, well, I'll just... is there a maneuver? Now I will just I'll just swing at him then.
Okay.
As much as that sucks, I wish I had something better. And I rolled an 11, which isn't going to hit.
11 is not going to hit Xander, no. You swing, you flail, you glance his armor, maybe. Your axe goes to the side. You think back, oh man, if Barrack were here, you could have shield bros up. But alas. We go to Hieronymus and then the Acolytes.
All right, Hieronymus is gonna... I should be able to catch the three of them in a cone.
I would say that since your room is... Well, we're saying your room is roughly like 30 or so feet in like a big square, basically. Your cone, if it's 15 feet only, would probably only be able to get Xander and maybe one of the Acolytes. I don't know if you can... Well, you know what? If you get right up to Xander, yeah. I'll say, you know what?
That.
You have to get right up to him to do it, though.
I'm not doing that. I'm going to kind of maneuver myself to keep Scory between me and him. And I will try to catch at least one of the Acolytes in a... you know what? They got to go down. They got to go down. So I got to... Yeah, so I'm going to try to catch Xander and the one I hit previously with a first level Burning Hands.
Okay, so you're looking to hit Hubert with that. I'll say that you could probably do it, and your friend Karg is going to be in that as well, though, because Karg attacked Hubert.
I'll sculpt it around him.
Okay, go ahead.
Oof,
What's
there we go.
the damage here?
14 with a dex save. Dex save 14
Okay, I'll roll the dex save for the
for
Acolyte.
half.
And for Xander. Looks like they're both going to fail.
So they each take 14 damage.
Okay. Hubert goes down. Hubert falls to the ground as the second blast of fire does him in. So Karg, you're next to no one as the fire envelops you and does not harm you. Now we go to the Acolyte. So Brogren is left. Brogren is going to... Let's see here. He will cast Cure Wounds on himself. That seems silly, actually, yeah. Now, he's going to move to Xander. I'll give Mohag an attack opportunity. Jeff, can you roll a dice for me?
No.
Just a d20.
9.
A 9 for Mohag. He will hit with his +6. So he'll hit. Roll a d12 for damage. This is actually big here. This
8.
d12.
Ice.
An
Plus
8.
whatever.
Yeah, plus he's got a +2, I believe. So, or no, he's got a +2 and 2. Yeah, it's +2. So for strength, so he does 10 total to Brogren, and Brogren's going to leave his space, run to use Cure Wounds. He will cast it on Xander, and for a total of, oh wow, max here.
Oh,
Very nice. So he gets 8 plus his okay, so he actually heals a good amount. All right, so Xander gets healed as the Acolyte leaves Mohag and goes to the middle of the room. The end of this combat round, we jump to the jail cell. Barrick and Eric, you are laying there in your cell, or sitting, however you want to do. This is the first moment you really feel like there's hope and that you could possibly, get out of this. You're waiting. This hour seems to go by slowly. You both nod off. Take a quick nap. And Barrick, the last thing you hear in your head is you take a quick snooze is that phrase over and over again. At some point, you're going to have to deal with Xander. You hear Maravek's words echoing again as you drift off to sleep. You feel like you're awake, Barrick, but your surroundings are very, very different. You find yourself in that battlefield, in ancient ruins around you. There are these creatures, those giant creatures lurking in the background, fighting against some other entity. You can't tell, but you can see there's struggle in the clouds. And in front of you, charging right at you, is Xander Cartwright.
Is he?
Eric.
Oh, sorry.
Eric, you wake up, and the scene is similar to that I just described for Barrick. You see your friend Barrick Helios, except he's charging right at you and ready to fight. Roll initiative, the two of you.
Oh God.
All right, Eric, a 9.
14.
And Barrick, you see Xander charging at you, maul in his hand, but you get the jump on him. You feel like you could attack first. Go ahead.
I am sorry, but I absolutely would.
Go nuts.
You gotta be kidding me!
It hits.
What the hell?
It hits. It's hard.
Oh, goodness gracious.
You take 19 damage.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What's your HP, Tim?
It's. I mean, with the temporary
Wait.
healing, it's. How many points did I take?
19.
Took 19.
Well, it's down to 7 now. I can tell you that.
Okay. your friend Barrack Helios attacks you. Literally just collides with you, and his warhammer strikes you right upside the head. It's your turn.
It's like the best Warhammer swing I've had this whole campaign.
It's your
I
turn.
didn't want to say it, but 100%.
I rolled a perfect 8 for one damage and 4 for the other, but oh man.
I mean, I want to say I'm shook it because I got bludgeoned to my skull with a warhammer, but like I gotta cast mirror image to try and get out of here.
Good luck.
That was literally the most you could do. That was the best Warhammer hit you could possibly
Oh
make.
my god.
Without adding a smite. That is the most you can do in a single blow.
Wow. All right, so
I'm
Eric,
lucky I
you
didn't
cast
think
mirror
of that.
image.
Yeah, mirror image, and I'm gonna
Okay.
have to try and reason with him. Be like, "What are you doing? What is going on here? Or what?"
Barrack, any reply?
Well, what do I see Xander saying that to me?
No, it would be some sort of twisted, like, how dare you strike me? I am on the right side of justice.
And now there's like 4.
I mean, like, I guess it's for me to say, but at the same time, like, Bob, am I able to realize this is the same plane from that vision?
Yes.
Like, am I able to, like, comprehend that? So then I at least want to see if I can get my bearings, knowing that the vision was
What's
wrong last
Yeah.
time. I don't know. It messed with me last time.
Give me a wisdom
do I
save.
see it? Yeah, do I see anything around me? Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
Excellent. All right, 16.
Yeah, I'd say you probably feel like this is similar to that dream, right? You're aware of where you are.
Is the Xander I see, is he raising his maul to me?
Yeah, totally. He looks like he's gonna swing at you.
I'm trying to think if I would actually swing or try and take the dodge action.
Well, you can think about it because we got a whole nother turn to go through here.
Yeah.
We go to the top of the order here. Xander, real Xander, goes against Scory. Scory, you said your AC was 18, right?
18.
Don't die, Scory.
18,
Nice
okay.
knowing you.
So Xander looks to you again and he screams, "The crystal! Give it to me now!"
We have
17.
no freaking
Let's see
crystal!
here. All right, so Xander uses clearly all of his might, and it looks as though this attack, this maul, is you're gonna dodge it, and then with like extra supernatural speed, it clips your leg and does a total of
Roll low, roll low.
as low as it can get, I think, a 9 in total.
Well, I'm still alive.
Yeah,
You have
A 9.
potions, right?
No?
his
No
second
potions,
attack.
really? Oh no. Miss.
15 minus
Miss.
9.
A 17.
Yay.
A hit?
Not gonna hit. Doesn't hit.
Let's
Right?
go, Scory.
Kang.
Yeah. And actually, oh, you know what? No, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. So obviously he has a +2 weapon. So all of the rolls are not counting and factoring in the +2 weapon. He actually would have hit you the first time, and then he's going to use an ability to allow him to hit you with that second time with that supernatural speed. It seems it's going to hit you twice. So 10 damage on the 12 in the second attack, 9 on the first attack.
I'm
So it's a
dead.
total of 21.
I'm way down.
Okay, you're down. Yep. All right, so Scory goes down, but that's all of his attacks. He spent his whole turn and his extra ability to do that, so he is done. We go to top of the order, Mohag. Mohag's going to attempt to kill the Acolyte. Jeff, can you play Mohag for me? You can either use his character sheet or roll. He's +6 to hit and a +2 to damage. I'm going to also roll to the GM, roll your...
Roll the 15 to hit. Oh, I'm
Here's
sorry.
your-
Did you ask me to actually?
Yes.
make a
Yes, I
hit- to
did.
hit
Yes.
roll just then?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I just
so-
rolled your death clock, though, Jeff, for the
Lovely.
viewers to see, okay? Go ahead. What'd you get? 15?
15.
That will hit, and its damage is D12 plus 2.
Nine.
Brogren goes down. So Mohag looks, and he looks to his axe like he's surprised that he did it. But Brogren goes down. We go to Karg.
Give me Mohag.
Having seen Scory just drop down, am I near a window?
There's a window. Yeah, there's a window to the... There's a window, I would say probably by Hieronymus. But he's on the other side of the room, so... Oh, wait, do you have 25-foot movement?
I do indeed have 25-foot movement.
You could get to the window in one move.
Is it 25 feet away?
Yeah, remember, it's like a 30-foot room, so you could probably get to the other side with your 25-foot if you were next to the Acolyte that stepped 5 foot in.
Yeah. Well, I was next to Hubert. I was already in the room.
He's the Acolyte. Hubert's the Acolyte.
Yeah, well, Brogren was the one I thought that was near the door with Mohag.
That's correct. You were kind of flanking the doors.
Okay, that's what it was. We were flanking.
You were
doors.
flanking the door, yeah. So if you want, you could go 25 feet back and you'd be at the window.
I mean, I kind of just, honestly, I wanted to yell out the window, but once I saw everyone's reaction, running away sounded fun. My whole original goal was to yell. So I'm going to move.
You can't stand up against this dude. How many hit points do you have?
He's level 1.
I'm level 1.
There's nothing you can really do.
Nope, not much. I mean, he's got mad. I mean, he can just knock me out one hit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to run to the window and yell. Guards! We're under attack! We need help! Guards! Help! Help!
Not a bad idea. You start to yell for help. And do you run to the window?
Yeah, no, I was doing that like out the window.
Oh, gotcha. Good point. Okay, so you run to the window, you call it for help. We'll see who comes in the night. We go to Scory. Give me a... Let's see. I rolled your death clock.
Pick me off.
So ticking one off of the death clock here. We go to... Yeah, Hieronymus.
Well, I mean, there's not much I can do for Scory. Is there anything I can do to help him?
No one here who can heal except Scory.
Yep.
So, I mean, I don't have any skills that could stop him, right? And especially not with Xander clubbing me over the head.
We have a potion of healing. I don't know who had it, and I feel like Sori did.
You did get turned to stone, and all your goods were turned to stone too.
Rock.
Correct.
All right, well,
right? So I feel like I had a lot of money, and now I'm stoned.
all right. So,
I have 2, yeah.
Okay.
is there a way to kind of?
Now the guards have 2.
Good point.
I'm gonna squeak around. Can I get around towards the door without him hitting me?
You could. Yes, he's in the center of the room, standing over
so I'm gonna
Scory's
kinda
body.
get
Yeah.
towards the door. Then I'm gonna just give him the full brunt of a scorching ray. So it's 3 shots.
Go for it.
6. So here we are. Here's the first one. Rolled a 23.
That hits.
is for 7 damage. No save.
No, I know. It's a roll to hit, yeah.
The second one is I rolled 14.
14
That's
does not hit. Does not hit.
the mage
That's
spell
another
attack. And the third one is a 23
That'll hit.
for 8 damage.
8 damage. That will all go through. He doesn't seem too phased by all the damage at this point. He was healed once. Okay. Now we go to after Hieronymus. You ran around him, right, in Scorching Raid?
Yeah, I ran around and then I blasted the scorching ray.
The Acolytes are...
Like back into the room.
Yes,
Yeah.
right, exactly. The Acolytes are unconscious, so that's their turn. we go to Barrack Helios in your fever dream.
So trying to make sense of how I'm back here. Barrack, looking around. What is this? Who's doing this to me? And seeing no other. Do I see anything that really draws my attention?
Yeah. So you did
Commander in
succeed
front of
on.
me?
You did succeed on the wisdom save, right? So here's what you see when you call out to whoever's there. Everything seems to kind of go quiet. The battle sounds that are raging in the background kind of fade away. The clouds above you, as I mentioned, there are clouds kind of obscuring these creatures that are waging this battle. The clouds start to dissipate, and all you see above is that aurora, this colorful waves through the air that you witnessed in person. They're just covering the sky, right? From once the clouds part, you see only the aurora. And inside the aurora you can see a silhouette of a female figure. And you can see this object in front of her, this wheel, spinning of a weave. And the aurora seems to be coming out of the weave as a result of her work. And you can hear a voice calling out to you. The follower of Hyperius. He cannot save you now. And the voice kind of lingers on that note, and then you come back to reality. As you did make the saving throw, you come back to reality. But you could say something before you leave.
I think, kind of looking up, he points his maul up at the person weaving. Says, Hyperius may be my god, but I don't need him to save me. I'm coming. And then if I do come back, that'd be great.
You pop out of whatever dream you had, and you realize that you're out of your cell. Eric Lavernus is sitting on the ground, hand up to his head. He has blood kind of dripping down his face. And you can see the guards are there before you. And the guard's like, hey! And finally, his scream echoes into reality. Hey! Enough of this! Thought you two were supposed to be friends! And you see what you've done to your friend Eric Lavernus here on the floor. And Eric, you remember this dream. You woke up. The guards released you. The guards got Barrack out of his cell. Barrack was sleeping and woke up, started flailing around. He took some sort of the pail or bucket, and he smacked you across the face with it. You are bleeding. The damage is minor, okay? Whatever hit point damage you lost in the dream, it's really only his unarmed strike. Does that make sense?
Cool.
How much is your strength, Nate? +3?
It is.
So it's 4 damage then to you, okay?
Okay.
He woke up swinging, flailing the pail of poop, and hit you in the head, and you're there on the floor, kind of nursing your wound. The guards seem to shake you awake.
What? I'm sorry. I was Eric. I was in the vision again. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
Rubbing my forehead and be like, I had a similar experience.
Now, let's
Eric.
go. We have strict orders to take you back to your apartment and nowhere else. Do you understand me? The guards toss your gear on the floor.
Nice. Grab my gear and suit up and
Yeah.
Healing potions.
let's get out.
Nice. So, Bob, are we donning, or are we taking it with us? Because
What do you think? You guys want to spend the time donning your armor, the
Nope.
10 minutes? You want to do
Yeah,
that?
probably not. It's,
Well,
we gotta.
I'm
we
trying
I
gotta
mean,
to
get
it's,
think,
out.
you got to be
No,
prepared
we
for
are
anything that
escaping.
comes.
We're escaping.
We're leaving jail.
Even
I'm
if we
leaving
had
jail.
no
I'm out.
idea about anything else, we would want to be on the move. Okay, so
Yeah,
I
you know
will
what?
take it with me.
That's sensible, right? Because you got to get out of the prison. You're supposed to be undercover. Why would you 10 minutes donning armor, right?
I think
we
in this
don't,
case,
we
yeah.
don't actually know that this is perfectly simultaneous.
This is true. We could get there and you guys are just corpses on the floor.
You can heal us from being
Or you-
This
or you
could-
get there
could be
right
10 minutes
now.
behind us.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe you have
Exactly.
10 minutes.
Yeah. It's plenty to speculate about
And
here.
the moment I strap on Scriptures of the Dawn, I turn to Eric and I put my hand on his shoulder and say, I believe you. I think it was Xander, friend. And I give him his 4 hit points back. With lay on
It's a good thing I only had 4 lay on hands hit points back. You have your full complement, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I have 16 left.
the guards escort you out of the keep, and they're doing it very quietly, right? It's late, it's night, right? It's deep into the night now. They take you out, under the cover of the darkness, and they escort you back to your apartment. When you get probably close to your apartment,
Could I talk to Eric a little more on the way? I'm so sorry for interrupting, Bob.
No, please, you can
But I
talk to Eric.
realized we slept, right?
You nodded off, yeah.
Eric, I don't feel like everything's going to be all right once we leave the keep. I think we're gonna have to fight a big fight. And I'm glad to have you by my side, friend. And we are both inspired for some temporary hit points.
Sweet. Mr. DM, can I just do one thing real quick?
Hey, it's for short rest.
All right. You're heading back to the apartment, and as you head back and you're getting close, you hear shouts from your window. Karg, what did you say again?
Help! Help! We're under attack! Guards! Guards! They're here! Help! Help!
You hear that, and you rush to the aid of your friends. Hieronymus. Mohag. Xander looks to you. You're at the door, right?
Yeah, I tell Mohag to get in front of me.
It's not Mohag's turn, but Mohag's like, okay. And Xander looks to you again, and he says, you there, little one. You disrespected me once. I remember that. Tell me where the crystal is, and I will only kill your companion. And he looks to Mohag.
So if I tell you where the crystal is, you'll kill Mohag.
And you will be free to go. You will be free to go.
Father Bleegram took it.
He kind of looks at you, and he says, I thought the same thing. But he was crafty then, if he has it. And you hear the shouts, obviously, guards shouting back, who's there? Who's that up the roof? Or the window? And he hears that from outside. He's going to attack Mohag. Yeah, for sure. He's going to attack Mohag for sure. He runs up to you, though. Do you allow him to leave, though? He's going to run to Mohag, hit him, and then continue past.
I'll let him go past me, yes.
Okay.
Unless I can cast a spell. No, I'm going to let him go past me, yeah.
He hits Mohag for a total of 14 bludgeoning damage. I can't remember. Jeff, do you have his character sheet up? Does he...
I can get it just a sec.
Yeah, I think he only has something close to that.
13 hit points. Mohag's down.
All right, Mohag goes down. And he's going to hit again with him down to, do a coup de grace.
Oh my god.
The earth elemental stomps on your head to make sure you're dead.
He does have advantage on it, though, because he's unconscious at this point. So he only gets a 14. What's Mohag's AC?
Well, lying there dead? Oh, you get
Yeah.
advantage. Okay.
gets
AC
advantage.
14, change her.
All right, he does hit, and he's going to cause a failure on the death clock. And I'll roll Mohag's death clock here. All right, Mohag's death clock is rolled, and he just suffered a failure. And then it's Mohag's turn, so it's another tick. So 2 ticks for Mohag, and Xander is going to run. And he says to you, "I'm sure we will meet again."
Oh, yes.
And he leaves the room.
My turn comes after Mohag. Can I go?
Your turn is now. Yeah, go ahead.
Guards! He's getting away! The big guy in the armor! He's a murderer! Murderer!
Oh boy, here we go.
Love it, John.
Scory,
Mhm.
I believe. John, is there any other action you would like to take?
I guess I'm gonna move my 30 feet towards Hieronymus. Or my 25, excuse me.
Okay. Just letting you know, Scory's down on the floor, dying.
Bleeding out.
Yeah.
I guess I could try to stabilize.
Do like a medicine check is the best we got right now.
If you remember on our death, the way we were doing the
adds
death
one.
right here, you stop the bleeding. You can make a medicine check to try to pause the clock for 1 round.
Yeah, let's medicine check. I forgot our special rules.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in the description, actually, the link to our house rules.
That is a 6 on my medicine check.
Oh,
That's going to fail.
Does that make it
All right.
worse? Sorry if it does.
Jeff?
No, great
I rolled a
saving.
1 for your death clock. This is the second turn. Scory he's dead. I rolled a 1. If I had rolled anything else, it would have been at least a turn. I'm sorry.
I don't know what
We
else
go-
I could have done.
Yeah. We go to Hieronymus. Hieronymus, you're up.
Is Xander still within sight of me?
He's halfway down the hallway, but he's within sight.
I'm gonna. Is he within? What's my range with my Scorcher? 30 feet?
Yep. Scorcher? Scorching Ray?
Or
might
no,
be
my
more than
Scorching
that.
Ray. It's 120 feet. Oh my god.
It might be way more. Yeah, it's way more than that. Okay, go.
I got a lot of range, so I'm gonna back up as far as I can to get as much range as I can, and then hit him with Scorching Rays again.
Okay.
So here we go. First one is a 24. Dies in the way. I can't roll
That'll
my
hit.
damage. Get out of there. Okay, there it is. For 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Next one is a. Come on. Yes, a 19.
Let's go.
That does hit.
12 points. Let's go. Come on, 12.
Come on, roll big. 5 points of damage. And the last one is a roll big. Come on. A 14.
Does not hit.
Well, trying here,
Uh,
guys.
Absolutely. And after a few more rounds, he's going to be out of sight next round. He's going to get out of the building. Barrick and Tim, obviously combat's over at this point, but you eventually, after a minute or so, you run down the block to get to your house. You get up the stairs. You go to your room, and you see just Hieronymus there in the room and Karg. The rest of them there are all on the floor. The acolytes are dead. However, Mohag, we didn't do anything for Mohag. Do you want to try to? We'll just say another round will pass here at this point. Do you want to roll something for Mohag, a medicine check, either of you?
I can do like a cure wound on.
Well,
Mohag.
before you would have arrived, do you want to do something, Karg or?
I
Hieronymus.
honestly think I would have probably tried to do it again on scoring, not knowing whether or not it would work.
Fair enough.
Hieronymus will begrudgingly go in and try to do one for Mohag
Go ahead.
for what it's worth. Look at that. A 9.
You fail. Another round ticks on his death clock. We go to the group here. You head in. You can see the battle scene before you. Guards don't know what to do. They look at the the death and everything in here, and they know that this was supposed to be a secret under wraps, they're like, we're just gonna go. We're out of here. They head out.
So, all right. The moment I walk into the room, hopefully it doesn't take me too long to take in the situation. But I see Hieronymus, over Mohag, and as I run past him, I slap a healing potion in his chest, and I would run to Scory without, really taking in much else. So I'd give Hieronymus a healing potion and then sprint to Scory.
Mohag was on
What's in
his
his
last death save, or death clock, so he is saved. Jeff, Scory, you pour the potion into his mouth, or you lay on hands, whatever.
I was going to lay on hands, yeah.
You give lay on hands as much as you feel necessary, and the life does not come back to your long companion.
What happened tonight?
It was the big guy with the armor.
Xander attacked us. He was looking for the Chaos Crystal. And we told him that we didn't know where it was, that we don't have it. Then I told him Father Bleegram had it, trying to save Mohag and Scory's lives.
That's
And,
all
but he's
true.
still-
Yeah, all true.
And but I did my best to take him down. I hurt him, but he's a big boy.
Chaos can't be reasoned with. And Xander,
He is definitely.
Is
But
chaos.
I managed to kill his acolytes. Though look at him burning.
put him out so we can check him out.
So yeah, we gotta get him. gotta
You
go
do
now.
hear though quite a few voices now out in the street. This obviously made a loud commotion. There was flames being shot out of, the window. From the windows you could see the light of the flames and everything. So it's pretty obvious. There will probably be people here soon. It's within minutes you might have people on the street looking in, trying to figure out what's going on, and maybe even shortly after that, Outer Bailey guards.
Can't stay here.
Yeah, we gotta go, huh?
Oh shit! They're gonna think I'm part of you. Damn it! I know I have to
Make
follow.
your decision, halfling.
I have no
You are or
choice.
you aren't.
I'm with you guys.
You're with us, Mohag says. Rest in peace, Scory.
Can't believe I saved Mohag.
You did.
I can. We need each other now, Hieronymus. And I know I'm going to begin to pick up my stuff and Scory's stuff. And I'm going to sling Scory over my shoulder.
Ooh.
I will start to smell bad after a few days.
I don't plan to make a doll out of you. Just get you to the place where I can see you buried right.
Viking style. Let's go.
And I say we need to get somewhere different right away. Do any of us know how to get out of the keep at night?
Staring at Eric while you say it.
Bear
I
in
am
mind,
for
guys,
sure.
this son of a gun came to our home in the middle of the night and attempted to kill us in our own home.
Mhm.
We do have 2 escaped fugitives with us, though, so we can't really stay, right? Hey, I thought you guys were in jail. How'd you get out?
Only
So-
innocent people are let out.
I believe, yes, right? Eric, and well, actually, don't you all know of like the? Wait, weren't you? Wasn't there a way to get out of the keep, or no? Am I crazy?
We had overheard people talking about it, but I don't think we know where it is.
Oh right, yeah. You just saw the secret hiding place that Levy
Yeah.
had
We
for
know
the
Levi's
goods.
Levy.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Caldo's apartment. I'm thinking maybe Bumbo could be swayed.
What about the person we helped get the crates back down at the shipping docks? I feel
Baumhauer.
like-
Gertrude?
Gertrude.
Oh.
I feel like Gertrude would have like some way, some information. She's
Deals with shipping and stuff.
yeah.
She's got all the wagons in her stable, so maybe if anybody can get you out, it'd be her.
Oh my god, we can bring our dog
Well-
friend back.
I guess.
Yeah.
I know I said we need to leave, but what does every person here want to do? Chase him down now, or leave and regroup and bury Scory?
Well, he's gonna only be harder to kill later. Right now, he's cut.
Can't kill him in cold blood in the street, though.
It's not cold, but he just ran into our apartment and murdered our friend. That's murder. He
I just
came
got
in
out of
and
prison.
attacked us. And the evidence is there. We defended ourselves.
I don't have anything to lose. I'm at the mercy of my friends.
We don't know where he went, do we?
No, and this conversation's probably taking some time.
Probably
Mhm.
went to the inner bailey. He's running.
Guys, it's time. It's time to get out of here. Gotta live to fight another day.
Good. Card, do you know anything?
Karg, you know the area pretty well. You've been living out in the wilderness mostly.
What? Once we get outside, I know a place we can go. It's south of here.
I guess we should probably get out and regroup.
Yeah, we gotta make a run for it.
All right, so
Grab.
let's just say this then. You grab any belongings you have. You sling Scory's body over your shoulder back. You head out. Once you get to the street, you do see a crowd of people gathering around you. Commoners, for sure. No official people, but you can sense that more people are on the way as this congregation is making quite a bit of noise. You rush out into some alleyways. You try to get your bearings and figure out where you can go. May you head down under the cover of the darkness to Gertrude's stables. And as you kind of slink away in the night, this scene would kind of pan out, showing the entirety of the keep with the moon almost completely obscured by the clouds. And we're going to see you next time here on Tabletop
Wow.
Bob. Wow. Jeff,
Yeah.
we got to talk a little bit before we get out of here. The chat is so sad.
Well, thank you guys.
The chat
You
is
don't have to
so
make any
sad.
death threats against Bob or anything. We're not Critical Role.
Oh man,
It happens.
Yeah. that was
it.
brutal.
I don't know what else I could have done.
Nothing, man.
There's nothing else there.
We were flat out cornered.
More
Yeah.
than 50% of us
And he
have
kept
died.
pushing. I tried to get him to back off, and he wouldn't do it.
It was a tough run.
I don't know what
Yeah.
I could do. I don't feel like I did anything wrong, other than
No.
roll death.
Just a little
No.
unlucky with the death roll.
Just happens.
Yeah, the death roll was bad. I rolled a 1. If I had rolled anything above a 1, it would have been possible for you guys to save him. But I also thought maybe if Mohag was alive, I would have used his turn to try to medicine check. But he went down as well. So
Only.
I'm gonna miss Scory. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So will Eric.
So will Barrick. So will everybody. Everyone, if you're watching this in the chat down below, on the actual chat, all right, because we're going to close the stream in a second. But in the actual chat, let us know what you think about Scory's death. Maybe tell us your favorite Scory moment. Give Jeff some good memories to think back on.
Does Skeggy have any other sons?
I thought about that. I've not thought about that. I was just in the last few minutes trying to think what to do next.
We'll have to discuss, off screen. We'll chat about what you want to do next and how your character will come in. I mean,
do you want to roll stats real quick?
We probably should. Yep.
Write them down.
Probably should. Yep.
Okay. We just do 3d6 in order, right?
Yep. 3d6 in order, and you'll pick your 14 to replace one.
Right. So here we go. 1, 2.
Hoping for 6
4,
18s.
5, 6. Oh my God! 2 5s.
Oh, you get to replace one. The other ones aren't bad.
All right, so we got a 5, a 12, a 13, a 14, a 12, and a 5. You're right. Replacing one of the 5s will be nice. That's actually a decent set.
Actually, yeah.
5 might be a real low. Does anybody else have 5?
No,
I think
I
6 is
my
the
lowest
lowest.
Sorry, had a 6.
Well, we've got a new record.
Great.
He did have the hottest rolls at the start, so
That's true.
That's karma.
Yeah.
it's a law of averages.
But that gives you 14 intelligence.
Yeah, so it'd be
Yeah.
5 strength,
And
12
Either
dex,
charisma or
13
strength gets
con.
replaced. Either charisma or strength gets replaced.
Mhm.
That's great.
For this fight, we'll talk about it off camera, but you're going to get some experience as well. You did kill the acolytes, and all the all the role play too. I'm going to give you something for that, but we'll discuss that soon. And for everyone else watching, thank you for sticking around with us late into the evening, the darkest night for sure on Keep on the Borderlands. But we'll see you in 2 weeks. Yeah, and Jeff.
See you then.
I love the role play. I can't wait to see what you have next. Can't wait. All right, everybody. We'll see you on the tabletop. Have a good night.